Good morning, traders. Welcome to TradeSetup and the morning jumpstart for the 14th of October. Okay, let's jump into it. We got stocks were lower across the board, both in US and Europe. We had weak Chinese economic data putting pressure on the markets, and we had the US financial sector under a bit of pressure, and they're going into their quarterly reports. So we'll see how they play out. Oil started off a bit weaker and then bounced into the close. Let's take a look now. SPY 200 futures closed up 11 points. The S&P going to the close is down 6 points. The FTSE 100 closed down 37 points. The DAX was also lower, 111.5 points. Gold finished up slightly, $5.20. Oil was also up 26 cents. The CRB index is up about 1.09 points, and the Aussie is currently around that 75.69 mark. Taking a look now, the OZZY 200 daily chart here. We've got that high low potentially building at 51.55 if we can hold up and then push back up through 56.05. If not, that's the level to hold for that for a move, potential move lower anyway. Looks like it's going to roll over. We are getting a bit of weakness into the market. We've touched down in that 54.19. I think that was overnight or into the close yesterday, below that level anyway. It did reject that, which is quite good, and we are seeing the stochastics coming from overbought, heading back down to that 50% mark there. Even if they do head back down to a bit oversold, if we can hold up at these levels, then we could be looking at a higher low building in that contraction for a push up to 56.05. We'll see how that plays out. Let's look at the 30-minute chart now. Okay, looking at this one here, we are in overbought territory. There's a very interesting scenario that could be playing out here. Being in overbought, we have rebounded. We pushed through that 54.19 that we showed on the daily, pushed through that, and that was coming into the sort of afternoon trade. We pushed back up into the close and then rallied back overnight. What we have done, we've got that projection of that move, that initial leg lower from 55.08 down to 54.33. We marked that up and projected that down from 54.80 highs, and we did pretty much touch on that yesterday. So it was a beautiful little mark up there. I guess a good price action. We did bounce off that level and then headed higher. So if we do take note, and we can see that if we can just draw it in quickly, this move up here, potentially that leg up, is what we're looking at here, and we've sort of reached that highs there. So it'd be interesting to see if this does start to roll over. We could be heading down for a third leg, but that's just got to play out. We have to see how that goes. Potentially we could just be bringing in a few traders to short that market, hold up at 54.19 and start getting a bit of contraction over the longer term, but we'll see how that goes. But we are at a very interesting level just there. Taking a look at the Aussie dollar now, with the 1 hour chart here, that's come under a bit of pressure. We can see that the market has moved up off the 74.45 longer term, pushed back up, made that major lower high at 77. The market overall on the longer term basis is really contracting more than anything else. If we just drill in here, we can see that price has been contracting lower and it's holding that trend down. We're holding that 76.24. We had a bit of a washout. That's the most recent high. We've pushed down to 75.32, made that lower low, pushed back up and made a lower high at 75.90, which is currently holding that recent trend from a few days. Hold that lower. We've washed out that 75.32 zone, and then we've pushed back up, but we're still just come up to that resistance zone. That's that sloping resistance level there, that line. So it could be interesting if we make that minor lower high, then I'd expect us to take us back down to at least retest 75.32, potentially push through that 75.06 level. And again, we are in overbought, so that's got the potential to do that today. All right, let's take a look at something else now. Over to the ASX, and we're looking at Collins Food Group here. We can see prices looking really good. The weekly is looking strong and is heading its way higher. We can see on the daily it is contracting in. We've got the lower high at 510. We've traded down to this 350 zone, so rejected that area and built a bit of a base at 384, which we did retest. But we made a higher low, so that's good. Really strong price action, really, in contraction. And what we've done, we're looking at this high low here at 438. We've held that high low, holding that trend higher. So really, we're either just pushing to this top side of it, potentially to 483, or we're looking for a bit of a breakout and heading towards 510. We'll see how that plays out. We did like it for a push through these levels. I think it's 462. So we've got that alert long here, so we're looking really just we're hoping it was just going to take out those intra highs there and just push up through 463, which we did get. So if we can take out these highs here at 473, then I think, yeah, potentially we've got it's a good sign for a big push high to 510, even potentially to 535 and higher. We'll see how that plays out. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll speak to you on Monday. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, traders, you can go to our YouTube channel to subscribe. Just go to www.youtube.com/c/TradeSetup AU, and you can view all the uploaded videos we've taken so far.